Okay, so we've got a trophy list review for you today, and in today's video we're going to be looking at two lists. Starting off, we're going to have Exertus from the United States of America, and then we're going to move on to MarcusFenixYT from the United Kingdom. As always, a big thank you for all the love and support recently, and a huge thank you to the BombSquad members who are currently scrolling on screen. Just want to get straight into it. There's no real updates this time round, so let's go. I can already see Exertus has been playing Anthem, so this guy is potentially a sucker for punishment. We got 177 games played, 38 completed games, 41.75% completion. We're talking 62 platinums. If we take a look at the stats page, predominantly C's or average of C's, mainly E's according to the game ranks, but it averages out to a C. I can't really say much. I think mine's probably a C. I'm going to have to go and check that actually. If it is, I want to get it up a little bit. Trophy-wise, as we've already said, 62 platinums, 221 gold, 858 silvers, 3054 bronzes. So, a good mixture. I'm hopeful there won't be too many shovelwares, if any at all. Ultra rare trophies, we're going to be talking 125. Of course, some of these ultra rare trophies could be for games that was never platinumed, but at least there are over 100. Always a good sign. And it's predominantly PS4, a few PS5, a few PS3, a couple of Vitas, and even some multi-platforms. So let's get straight into it. The first platinum we're going to be looking at, arcade game series Pac-Man. Surprisingly, considering it's only a 2 out of 10, 3 hours, 17.67%, so nice, I guess. One that he clearly went back to, so fair play. We got Assassin's Creed Origins, 3 out of 10, one playthrough, 50 hours, 23.65% on that one. So quite a long game, long-winded, but quite a high percentage looking at this now. We then go on to, we've got Battlefield 2042 and Battlefield 4. I've got to give props to 2042. This is my most recent platinum for my own account. 5 out of 10. It says 42 playthroughs. You play so much more than 42 matches, believe me. 120 hours. I think mine took me 124. And it was mainly because of the hazard zone. It just did my fruiting. Probably would have been easier if I had a team or a squad. But I always went in solo. Well, solo or with randoms. And some people just don't know what they're doing. Myself included. But for that one, we got 2.91%. So fair effing play. Battlefield 4, 4 out of 10, one playthrough, 40 hours, 5.88% on that. Moving on, we got Black Clover Quartet Nights. 3 out of 10, 8 hours, 21.13% on that. And then we got Bleach Rebirth of Souls. I believe this is relatively new. No guides, but it's sitting at a 25.10%. So nice. We then got Borderlands 4 out of 10. Sorry, Borderlands 2. 4 out of 10, 60 hours, 5.74. Sorry, that came out of nowhere. Borderlands 2, 4 out of 10, 60 hours, 5.74%. I'm hoping you did that on the PS3 because the Vita version was atrocious. Call of Duties, we've got Advanced Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered, so nice and nice. Call of Duties, what you see is what you get. Advanced Warfare, 3.78%, but it does have that dirty, massive chunk of DLC on the percentage bar. 8.83 on Modern Warfare Remastered, so decent. We then got Crisis 1, 2 and 3, fair play. Crisis 1 is the only one I've ever really seen / played, and that was a long time ago. But 18.06%, 28-26. Dead Island 2, fantastic, why not? Quite a high percentage in 29.15%, considering a lot of people didn't enjoy the game. It seems to be that a lot of people are platining it. We then got double stack of Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, and what am I chatting about? Ignore me, I'm chatting pup. I've been at work all day, I'm absolutely shattered. That's my excuse and I'm sticking with it. We've got Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Hinokami Chronicles 1 and 2, both on the PS5. 5 out of 10, one playthrough, 15 hours on the prequel. No guide for the sequel. Sequel being 12.26%, so very nice. We've then got Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. I mean, those two games, 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 100 hours, 2 hours. Fair effing play. I salute. 6.31% and 8.72% on those, so fair effing play. We got Dragon Ball Fighter Z, 5 out of 10, free playthroughs, 70 hours on the PS4, 2.83%, so quite a rare one. And then we got Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero. I believe this is the most recent Dragon Ball game. Haven't seen much on the gameplay, so I can't really comment on what it's like. 5 out of 10, 30 hours, 21.31% on the Platinum rarity. Moving on, we've got Dying Light. I've said it a few times in the past. A Platinum that I should have if it wasn't for that glitch trophy that I can't be bothered to go back and do, although I almost did the other day. 5 out of 10, 50 hours, 6.32% on that one. Fairy Tail. I know it's a 40.98%, but it is 40 hours, so it's not a walk in the park. It's a 2 out of 10. It is a pretty simple game, but you know, 40 hours. You know, it's not like just turn it on and platinum. You have to put the time in. So fair play. It's probably one of my favourite platinums in truth, just for the memories of it that I've got. We then got Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves. I believe that's the latest Fatal Fury game. The one with Cristiano Ronaldo as the DLC, which is just boggles my mind. But fair play, no guide, 3.14% on that. Forspoken, 4 out of 10, 50 hours apparently. I could have swore that when I first looked into Forspoken, the guide said 20. So I'm going to have to look at that. Why is it gone up to 50 all of a sudden? Forza, okay. I salute, chef's kiss the lot. Forza Horizon 5, 6 out of 10, 50 hours, 6.80%. Not the rarest, but still a rare platinum. And the fact that he's got all 165 trophies, fair effing play. And then just to, you know, rub it in that this guy is clearly a god gamer when it comes to racing. Gran Turismo 7 as well, 7 out of 10, 90 hours, 8.64%. Just showing off now, clearly. We got Guilty Gear Strive, 6 out of 10, 10 hours, 8.73. Obviously a beat 'em up. It looks fantastic. I almost brought it when it first came out. I still don't own it. I'm slacking a bit. Hogwarts Legacy, 3 out of 10, 50 hours. The Merlin Trials put me off, but fair play, you stuck with it, 21.53%. We then got Horizon Zero Dawn, one of the Sony trilogy. Spider-Man, Horizon, and God of War. Everyone has them now. We then got Infamous First Light and Second Son, so not double nice. Insurgency Sandstorm. Never played it. I keep seeing it around. I know that it's a... Well, I was about to say I know it's a first-person shooter, but I don't actually know for certain. Could be a third person. I know it's a shooter. But that's 5 out of 10, 25 hours, 3.98%. Moving on, we got J-Star's Victory VS Plus, 3 out of 10, 25 hours, 4.94%. That is playable on PS4, PS3 and Vita. Jump Force, 5 out of 10, 70 hours. That's 2.33%. We've then got Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, and Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. So yeah, it has become increasingly apparent that Exertus likes his beat 'em ups. 1.73 on Fate of Two Worlds, 7 out of 10, 50 hours. 1.11 on Infinite, 5 out of 10, 50 hours. Itchy nose. Right, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, fair play. Everyone should have that one by now. Marvel Spider-Man 2, 3 out of 10, 30 hours, sitting at a 65.99%. Now, this is one that I've said from the get-go. I haven't played it yet. I've seen gameplay. It just looks like they played it a bit too safe. With how fantastic the first Spider-Man was, they needed to do more. But from the looks of it, the platinum is very simple. Let's just say 66%. Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 out of 10, 30 hours, 10.44% on that. We got PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale on the Vita, 2 out of 10, 17 hours, 12.53% on that one. Moving on, we got Project Cars 3, why not? 3 out of 10, 25 hours, now unobtainable, or at least some of the DLCs unobtainable. That's sitting at 19.67%. Psychopass Mandatory Happiness, 15.77% on that, so very nice. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart as well, because why not? Rift Apart is probably one of the greatest PS5 games made. It's just like a love letter to PS5. It is fantastic. Fair play. Resident Evil 7, nice, 5 out of 10, 25 hours, 10.65%. Street Fighter 6 and 5. I mean, when you've got 5 on the list, 6 doesn't even compare. 6 is 5 out of 10, 50 hours, 5.43%. But for Street Fighter 5, I almost took my hat off then. But, like, I ain't showing you all my balding head. 10 out of 10, 150 hours. I am not worthy. 0.84% on that. Fair effing play. Oh, then we got Sword Art Online Hollow Fragment. I love myself some Sword Art. The games aren't that great in my opinion. Like, they're decent, but compared to the anime, nah. 7 out of 10, 130 hours, 1.61% on that. King of the Fighters 13 Global Match, 9 out of 10, 50 hours, 5.39%. Fair play. King of the Fighters 14, 6 out of 10, 50 hours, that's at 2%. Mate. And then King of the Fighters 15, 3 out of 10, 50 hours. Did I just do that one? Am I losing my mind? No. But that's 3.91%. Fair play. We've then got The Last of Us Part 2 and The Last of Us Remastered. Fair. Nice. Remastered currently at 4.79%. The Order 1886, of course, why not? Everyone should have it. Tokyo Ghoul Recall to Exist. Mate. 4 out of 10, 120 hours, 1.62%. I love to see it. I'm enjoying this list. Tom Clancy's The Division. Amazing. I haven't got the first game's platinum. It is something that I've been looking into. I do have the Division 2s, which is, I think, roughly the same in terms of guide. 5 out of 10, 60 hours, 9.46%. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Another 10 out of 10, 70 hours, 0.59%. Ultra Street Fighter 4, 9 out of 10, 150 hours, 0.47%. And the DLC, 0.37%. I will never fight Exertus at Street Fighter or any other beat 'em up, because clearly they would wipe the floor with me. And let's just finish it off because we're nearly there. Uncharted A Thief's End, 8.99%. Watch Dogs, Watch Dogs 2 and Watch Dogs Legion. The trilogy, 8.23% for the prequel, 16.92 for the second, and 13.03 for the third one. So let's go to the milestones. So first trophy was 15 years ago, but I would assume by how this trophy list looks, wasn't really a Platinum Hunter to begin with. First Platinum was 11 years ago with Infamous Second Son. Why not? 10th Platinum, J-Star's Victory VS. 20th Platinum, Uncharted 4 A Thief's End. 30th Platinum was Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba. 40th Platinum was Tokyo Ghoul Recall to Exist. 50th platinum was Dead Island 2. And latest platinum, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Hino Kaleo Chronicles, whatever it was called, the second one. But yeah, man, I think that might be the first list where I've seen multiple 10 out of 10s. Yes, they are beat 'em ups, which do tend to be very difficult for non-beat 'em up people. But still, they were there. 10s out of 10, 10 out of 10 list. Absolute banging. And there is no 100%. I already checked. So, yeah, fantastic list, Exertus. Yeah, don't ever offer me a match in a beat 'em up because you will destroy me. Thank you for submitting. Moving on, we got MarcusFenixYT. 317 games played, 51 games completed, a completion rate of 38.90. We are talking 94 platinums. On the stats page, predominantly Ds, or average of D, predominantly E's. So this is, I'm going to take a wild guess. This is going to be a list very similar to how mine used to be. I used to play a game. If it didn't hook me within the first hour, I'd move on to something else. Always looking for something that's going to really grip me. Trophy-wise, we got 94 platinums, 390 gold, 1,078 silvers, 4,565 bronzes, only 70 ultra rares, predominantly PS4, second PS5, and some PS3s. No Vitas, so okay. So straight off the bat, we have got A Quiet Place, The Road Ahead, 4 out of 10, 18 hours, nice. 22.09% on that one. We've then got Alan Wake 2, 3 out of 10, 18 hours, sitting at a 44.51%. We then move further down, we've got Alien Isolation, which I think is an absolute banger game. 4 out of 10, 25 hours, 6.18% on that, so fair play. Aliens Colonial Marines, 5 out of 10, 40 hours, 4.36% on that one, so very nice. Oh, and then we got Aliens Fireteam Elite, 8 out of 10, 100 hours, 3.59%. If it wasn't for the fact that I'd seen the next one down, I was about to say, we have got some banger lists. But I've just seen the one that's for like a little bit down, and I am sickened. American Football Breakthrough Gaming Arcade. I'm going to stop doing that. That actually tickled part of my throat that I don't want to be tickled. 90.45%. Disgusting, Marcus. Assassin's Creed 2 and Origins, nice. 3 out of 10 for both, 30 hours on 2, 50 hours on Origins, 32.94, 23.65. We got Back to the Future, the game, the Telltale one, I believe, 2 out of 10, 10 hours, 39.22%. Bioshock, strangely enough, I mentioned in the last list, Battlefield 2042 was my last platinum. The one before it was Bioshock, 3 out of 10, 15 hours, 11.74%. But Bioshock is just a banger. You know, there is a reason why I've got those chain links on my wrists. I don't know why I'm holding my arms up like all like weird and everything, but there is a reason. Borderlands 3, 4 out of 10, 45 hours, 11.73%. But look, I hate it when there's so much grey bar just because of DLC. And what is this? Marcus, please. Bowling Story 1 Jane version Project Summer Ice. Fireteam Elite Bowling Story 1 Jane version. Fireteam Elite Bowling Story 1 Fireteam version. Christ. Just no. Just stop. I don't want to see this kind of thing. Call of Duty HQ. I didn't know that they changed the the list on this to this now. I'm guessing that's Modern Warfare 2 originally, but 4.23% because they obviously added later versions of Call of Duty. It just looks an absolute eyesore now. Advanced Warfare, Ghosts, Infinite Warfare, Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered, and Modern Warfare Remastered. Nice, 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 and nice. Pick of the bunch, Infinite Warfare, 7 out of 10, 70 hours, 1.15%. Woo! I guess Call of Duty's like similar to, well, no, not similar to beat 'em ups, but what I was gonna say is completely false. Call of Duty is one of those games that just, you know, millions of people play it, so it does make the rarity go down. Like older me, or younger me, I meant. I used to play Call of Duty just for the multiplayer. I'd never do the campaign. I'd never earn any trophies. So, but still, 1.15, fair play. Days Gone, 4 out of 10, 60 hours, 24.51%. Nice. Another game that I've been looking at recently to potentially go back and revisit and put right what I didn't do last time. Dead Island 2 twice. I don't know if that's legit. They're a day apart. I'm not sure, but fair play. Dead Space, 4 out of 10, 40 hours, 14.44% on that one. Very nice. Death Stranding 2. Whoa, this one's only just come out. But 3 out of 10, 85 hours, 17.79% on that. Fair effing play. And he's also got the prequel, Death Stranding Director's Cut, 3 out of 10, 100 hours, 13.94%. So fair play on both of those. I admittingly never give Death Stranding a fair chance. I played it. I thought it was like a delivery man simulator on my first inspection. I never stuck with it. It bored me, but I have since seen gameplay and thought, damn, I should have stuck with it. Doom Eternal, Doom Dark Ages, nice, nice, and nice. Look at those percentages though. Doom, 3 out of 10, 25 hours, 9.75. Eternal, 4 out of 10, 30 hours, 5.60. Doom the Dark Ages, 3 out of 10, 20 hours, 45.70%. Talk about dumbing down a trophy list. Fallout 4, next, 3 out of 10, 50 hours, 12.16%. Final Fantasy 16, 3 out of 10, 75 hours, 23.35%. That's another one I really need to just finish. I got to, on my second playthrough, I got to the Titan guy, I believe. And I just got bored of it. It didn't feel like a Final Fantasy game to me. Like, it felt like Devil May Cry with summon battles. We've then got... Oh my god. My god. I don't want to just assume that this has been cheesed in any way. But I've never seen somebody get Fortnite legit twice. Never. They are dates drastically apart, but both have been like so many years and months. Well, I'll just go with the PS4 one. 3 out of 10, 999 hours, 0.23%. Strangely enough, I brought Fortnite before it was a battle royale. I played the hell out of it. I got really far and a lot of trophies. But, nah, never. Never go back. Fair play. Game of Thrones, 1 out of 10. 12 hours. Telltale game, 45.03%. Ghost of Tsushima, 3 out of 10. 50 hours, 41%. God of War, 4 out of 10. 40 hours, 26.67%. Nice, nice and nice. Golf with your friends. No guide, but it's currently 5.4%, so fair play. Grand Theft Auto 4, 8 out of 10, 70 hours, 0.98% on that one. So, fair effing play. We've also got Grand Theft Auto 5 and San Andreas. Grand Theft Auto 5 being 150 hours, sitting at a 5%, so also fair play. San Andreas, I mean, it's still nice, it's still fair play, but 13.23% on that one. We've then got Helldivers 2. So I saw something and it, like, I hate it. 6 out of 10, 75 hours, 15.57%. Hogwarts Legacy, 21.53%. We then got 2 stacks of put my teeth back in. Horizon Forbidden West. I'm going to take a guess that one of those is auto-popped. Fair play. I loved Zero Dawn. Forbidden West just bored me. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Fair play on that one. Quite common. 42.85%. Infamous Second Son. I'm surprised that this one isn't as common. 3 out of 10, 20 hours, 26% flat. Life is Strange Before the Storm. Yeah, it's still a franchise that I'm yet to try, but I do own the first Life is Strange now. I just haven't got around to putting it in. I'm not sure I'm going to enjoy it. Mafia, 6 out of 10, 25 hours, 21.20. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, nice. Spider-Man 2, nice. Spider-Man Remastered. Miles Morales, twice. Yeah. What the hell is this, Marcus? My screen is filled with utter trash. What is this? Midnight Deluxe. My name is Mayo. My name is Mayo 2. Nick and Kit Arcade Breakthrough Gaming Arcade. Nick and Kit Kit's Adventure, twice. Nubla, or Nubla. Pinball Breakthrough Arcade. Pinball Machine #1 Our Church and Halloween RPG. That one was 50. That, mate, that 1 minute. Every one of that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 games in a row. All 9. I don't know why I'm selecting it all. All over 90%. All over 95%. Except Nubla's 94.82, but let's forget about that one. And My Name is Mayo. Look, they're all over 90%. Just disgusting. Disgusting. Especially when you've got like Aliens Fireteam and Red Dead Redemption 2, Resident Evil 4. Like, just why? Red Dead Redemption 6 out of 10, 70 hours, 22.96. Red Dead Redemption 2, 5 out of 10, 200 hours, 2.69. Fair play on that one. I'm still sickened, but fair play. Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 6. 6 out of 10, 50 hours, 22.49%. 4 out of 10, 60 hours on Resident Evil 6, 11.75%. Probably the least favourite Resident Evil from most people. I actually really enjoyed it when I got the platinum. Resident Evil Resistance, according to this, it's still going, but I thought that was... I was thinking of Reverse, wasn't I? Resident Evil Resistance, 8 out of 10, 40 hours, 4.73, so fair play. Rise of the Ronin, 4 out of 10, 55 hours, nice. Rocket League, yep, very nice. Rogue Company, Marcus! 1 second, disgusting. Rogue Company, PS4 version, 4 out of 10, 45 hours, 6.86%. Fair play on that one. Not on this one. That is just cheap. Disgusting. Saints Row 4 re-elected. Get Out of Hell. Banger, banger, banger. Get Out of Hell 8.70%. Saints Row. Oh, wait, whoa. I'll take it back. Rewind. That Saints Row. That one. Nah, that is not a banger. That is disgusting. It's awful. It killed the franchise. Fair play on the platinum. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, 5 out of 10, 30 hours, 10.16%. Sly Cooper and the Thievis Raccoonus, 2 out of 10, 10 hours, 48.22%. Stellar Blade, oh, I'm so tired. Stellar Blade, 4 out of 10, 60 hours, 34.82% on that one. I'm surprised how high that is, but Stellar Blade is a banger. Suicide Squad, you poor soul. Actually, you no poor soul. You played all them knit and kit adventure games, like you deserve Suicide Squad's trashness. 4 out of 10, 50 hours, 13.20% on that one. Callisto Protocol, 5 out of 10, 10 hours, 21.35% on that one. The Evil Within 2. Now, I know the Evil Within 2 is not Evil Within Akuma mode, but it's still an 8 out of 10. 45 hours, 11.22. Fair play. Still disappointed. And then we got another one. 0 out, I don't know what the hell was going on then, but we got another 0 out of 10. The Football T. 99.58%. I feel like me and many other people not having this platinum is more of an achievement than you having it. To anyone that has it, just putting it out there. The Last of Us Part 2, nice. The Last of Us Remastered, very nice. 4.79. The Order 1886, of course, we've already seen many of these. The Walking Dead, obviously, Telltale game, 46.21% on that one. Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, 3 out of 10, 25 hours, 5.57%. We then got all the Uncharted's. I think it's all of them. There's 5. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and Lost Legacy. Nice, 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 and nice. Thief's End being the rarest of the lot, 8.99%. And then we got the trilogy Watch Dogs. 3 out of 10, 50 hours, 5 out of 10, 30 hours, 3 out of 10, 40 hours. Nice, nice, and nice. Please, Marcus, don't. Either every one of your milestones is one of these trash games, or none of them. So, first trophy was 9 years ago, first platinum was 8, with Saints Row re-elected. 10th platinum, Uncharted 4. 20th platinum, Uncharted Drake's Fortune. 30th platinum was My Name is Mayo 2. 40th platinum was Resident Evil 4. We can ignore fastest because that was that 1 second auto pop. 50th platinum was Saints Row Gat Out to Hell. 75th platinum was Fallout 4. And latest platinum was Death Stranding 2 on the beach. I've got to know, Marcus, because you are starting to approach... actually, let's have a look. When was all these trash done? Okay, so 2018 and 2022, clearly bad years. But what is going to be your number 100? That is the question. Marcus, you had some absolutely insane platinums, but I cannot get over all of those 94 plus percentages. That is just such a shame. But what's your 100th platinum going to be? Please make it be a banger, or at least something respectable. But thank you anyway for submitting the list. Like, I enjoyed myself. But yeah, I guess that's it. 2 lists, both with some absolute bangers. 1 with some questionable platinums. But that's that. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again next time. Peace.